In case you have missed it, Bandai is releasing a new TCG based on the One Piece license. Being a big fan of TCG in general and of One Piece, of course, I have spent the last few months reaching hype level that were not possible until now. Sadly enough, the game will only come out in Europe in December, and the pre release event isn't scheduled before September. But me being the absolute mad lad that I am, I decided it was gonna be too long, so yeah, let's open up the full One Piece starter deck. The fifth one is already planned. It's gonna be based on the Red movie, but I don't really plan on buying this, especially not in Japanese. Um, and I know there's also like a sixth deck that's gonna come out, which is gonna be based on the set 2, which is gonna be about the Paramount War. So a lot of things to look forward to, but for now, let's just open the decks. And here they are. They were nicely packed. I'm really impressed with the order I made and the fact that it came out here like fairly soon, to be honest, ordering from Japan. Um, so very nice. And I guess we just go in order. So let's start with the Luffy starter deck. Let me see. Okay, here we go. So I can tell you, if you're interested in the game, ordering these all the way from Japan, it has not been easy. Um, it still got here fairly soon, so that's cool. But it was a bit pricey, I can tell you that. And so in each deck, you're gonna have, of course, the rulings, which is gonna be like this big sheet with all the rulings for the game. Of course, this one is in Japanese, so if you do read Japanese, then go ahead. The mat is a bit more straightforward because it's a bit in English. So there we go, and here they are. You have like each decks are gonna be put the same. Like there's gonna be 2-pack each times. So the first one you're gonna have your leader and Don cards. And the next pack you're gonna have all the other cards that goes into the deck, so a bit struggling with that. Here we go, and here it is, Luffy starter deck. The foiling is kind of nice, actually. The card is really neat. It really shines. It really is like good quality, I feel. Very nice. Let me put this on the side here. I'm gonna put it there, and let's just have a look at all the cards. So basically the decks are like very straightforward. Like you have obviously your leader, which is gonna be the main cards of the deck, and this deck here is based on the Straw Hat. So you have 4 copies of Vivi. Then you get Frankie, 4 of each too. Then you get Brook, only 2 of these though, and each deck is gonna have like super rare cards, which are basically gonna be foils. So for this deck, you have the Roronoazo that you can see right here, and the Luffy character, which is here. Don't know what's going on with the light, but if it can pick up a bit of the foil. There you go. You see that little effect here on the top? It's really nice. They really nailed the effect on those cards. And then you're gonna have some event cards and stage cards. For the Straw Hat deck, it's gonna be like guard points from Tony Tony Chopper. And you have your Gomu Gomu no Jet pistol, which is actually nice that they've put some of the arts from the manga itself. Really gives another vibes to the card. Then you got Diable Jambe, which is French actually. And you have as a stage card the Thousand Sunny. Two of those. And then for each deck you're gonna have a Dawn deck with 10 Dawn cards each. So I'm gonna have 40 Dawn cards on hand. That's gonna be nice. So that was for the first half of the deck. Now let's go for the other one. Here we go. So another SR, the Roronoa Zoro card. Roronoa Zoro. I'm sorry, the R's I spoke are a bit weird because I'm actually French, so not used to say R's in English, so it's kind of muffled a bit. But anyway, there's 2 copies of the Zoro card, which again, with the foiling on it, is really nice. But anyway, let's put them on the side. Then you got 4 Usopp. You got 4 Karus, which are mainly gonna be used as counters or just basically basic characters that you're gonna be attacking with. Sanji here, which I believe has a very nice skill which allows him to rush the opponent, so very nice card. Jinbei, of course, the Sea Paladin. Tony Chopper, with, of course, a bit of cotton candy. And everyone's waifu, Nami, in four copies of the card. And everyone's other waifu, Nico Robin. So very nice, very well thought deck. And if you want to try this deck without ordering for the cards and getting ruined financially like I did, you can always pick the teaching app, which is available on the App Store. That basically you can use the Straw Hat deck to get to know a bit of the game, and so you would have a bit of experience also fighting against the Kaido deck, which we're gonna open in a moment. And basically, those 2 decks have very straightforward mechanics. Now, I don't know much about the blue and green deck, so I cannot say for those, but the Straw Hat deck actually, it's very simple. You try to get the Nami out and Thousand Sunny because it kind of gives you an advantage energy wise. And Kaido is pretty much the same. You want to get the stage card out as soon as possible. So yeah, let's just open the second deck. It's going to be the blue one. So same again, you got your rulings and playmats, and then you have your 2 decks. So let's start with the leader one, or rather 2 packs. Sorry. So yeah, again you can see like you're gonna have. So these blank cards here, they're actually the Dawn cards. So you're gonna have like 110 deck of Dawn card with each again. So I don't know how they plan to release Dawn cards in the future, if they're gonna be like put in the booster box. I saw there were like really nice arts for those, like you can have basically a manga panel on them, but I don't know the plan for them. I don't know what's the plan for them, how they're gonna release it. So yeah, we'll see in the future, I guess. Let me put this over there, and let's go. So the crocodile deck, which is basically the Shishibukai deck. So it's gonna be heavy team around all the Shishibukai that we saw. So there's also Doflamingo in it, which you can see actually right here, which is one of the SR of the deck. So here's the leader card, and then we got the crocodile character that goes with it. So 2 of those. Very nice fall again. It's very beautiful. Then we got two Gekomorias and two Mihawks. Then we got, if I'm not mistaken, it's Maru something. I forgot his name. I'm sorry, I forgot his name. I can't remember all of them. Then we got Blackbeard, of course. Yeah, beard represents. Then we got Desert Spada, if I'm not mistaken, and if I pronounce that correctly, as an event card, of course. And then we've got. Can't remember what that card was. It's Kuma basically. It's Pad Cannon, I think. I don't. I forgot. I'm sorry. So four of those, and then we have an event based on Boa Hancock, which is the Mellow Mellow Mellow. Two of those, and then again 10 card down deck. And for the second half, we're gonna start straight with the SR. There you go, the Flamingo. Very nice card too, and the art also is straight from a manga panel, so it really gives a good vibes to the game. It's really nice. Then we have Edward Weavile, which is apparently the son of Whitebeard. So, but I don't think they confirmed this yet. I don't know if his mom just lied to him and he just believes it. I don't know. They haven't said, but supposedly it's Whitebeard's son. Then we have another Jimbei, but this one is obviously based on his Chichibukai status. Then we've got Law, which he's present in like various version in all colors, and I think they nailed some of his abilities, which are very nice. And then we have Bartholomew Kuma as a character with a trigger effect. So if you don't know the rules of the game yet, trigger effect is actually when you lose a life and you take this card from your life to your hand. If it has a trigger effect, it just activates and you just apply the effect. So kind of cool too as a mechanic for the game. And then we have for Baggy Baggy the Clown. And then Pacifista. No, this is not Kuma. They're not the same. So yeah, four of those. And then to wrap this up, Boa Hancock, which also happens to have some triggers effect. Very nice cards, very nice deck. I don't know how it play yet, and I'm very curious to go ahead and try it with my friends to kind of see how those two, the green and blue decks are going to be played, because again the purple and red deck you can just try with the teaching app and it gives you basically all you need to know regarding those decks, but we haven't yet have had an opportunity to try the green and blue deck, so very hyped to try that. And if you hadn't noticed yet, because I'm dumb and I haven't showed it to you yet, every leader card is actually red on the back, so yeah, kind of cool if you ask me. Especially since my card always sleeves with Dragon Shield clear, so I will always be able to see the back, which is nice. But yeah, so that was for the start deck number 2. Let's put them actually here. Very nice. And now let's roll on with the third starter deck, which is gonna be the worst generation starter deck. So if you're a fan of those characters, like I mentioned, Law before has various cards for him. So you're gonna see some Law cards in here too. Like you can already see on the back, like there's this Law, which is the SR, and Eustace Kid. Very nice art on the card. So here is Eustace Captain Kidd. Very nice art. They really nailed this. Very cool card too. So that's the leader, and then we have U Rouge as a character. Um, Let me say it in French. U Rouge. That sounds weird. Then you have Killer, Eustace Kid partner. Hawkins, which, to be honest, Hawkins I don't really like much as a character, especially now that we're in Wano. Really didn't quite vibed with him. And then we have the first SR for the deck, which is Eustace Captain Kidd. Again, but this time as a character, and you can see like they really use like cool panels from the manga because you still have like the text bubbles up here, which is kind of cool. Really nice card. Very, very cool. Then we have X Drake, which is also a character that I really don't vibe with. It had a good idea at first, but meh, not so much. I don't really like him. Four of those. This like this panel was very, very hype when it came out. I'm really glad they turned this into a card. Very, very nice. Then we have Repel, which is an ability from Captain Kidd. Get four of those. We have actually Hawkins trying to chase. This is from Wano. He was basically chasing Luffy and Law at the time. And then again, down deck, 10 cards, like usual. And then we have the other SR, very cool art. As you can see, he got some Doflamingo vibes on it because he was actually an underling for them for a long time. Very cool card. Again, the foil. I'm impressed with actually the borders of the cards. That you can't really see it on the camera like that, but the foil on this, like when you actually see it, it really gives another vibe to the card. It's really nice. So two lows, and then we got four vetoes, which is actually a member of the Capon Gang Bege pirate crew, which I believe are the fire tank crew. Beji that you have also in four copies. Then you got Kobe, calling on the marine. Four copies of these. Then you get Bonnie, which they haven't really like touched up on her character. I feel you saw her like two or three times, but that's about it. Scratchman Apu, everyone worst worst generation pirate. I really hate him personally. I don't know about you, but I really don't like him. That character, I have to say, I do not remember who he is. Um, I really don't remember him that much. And then Beppo, which is kind of funny. Every time he says "Sumimasen," like basically just by existing, he's like to his captain, he's like "Sumimasen." So that was for the third deck. Now let's jump to the last one, which is the Kaido deck, which has a lot of cool cards too, actually, that I'm looking forward to. Uh, and Kaido having like this big skill, it's really Kaido like. His skills is like you can put back Dawn cards to your Dawn deck, and by doing so, like you have to pay an absurd amount. I think it's 7. And basically, you can directly swing at your opponent's life. So yeah, it's kind of a last resort, end of the game kind of skill. Um, but not so much too, because like I said, with this deck you want to get Onigashima as soon as possible, because once you do, actually Onigashima gives you more done per turn, so you get a better economy going for you. And when you do, you can activate Kaido skills much faster, which in turn lets you directly attack your opponent's life. So yeah, Here's Kaido. Very beautiful purple color. Very nice heart too. And then straight after that, we have the one of the SR of the deck, which is Kaido character. Very cool too. You can see like it's a bit younger than the leader. So yeah, very, very cool. Obviously, you got two of those, and then you have two Queen, which not really like much that character. Like it's I was fairly unimpressed. Jack was much more interesting to me, especially on the Zo arc, where you can see like he basically is not here to play around. Then we have, let me get that. Who's who? Yeah, had a trouble with that for a second. So who's who? Um, which if you've seen Wano, then yeah, you know who's who. Then you have event cards, which start with the Tobiropo, so the I don't know in English, la tête d'affiche, les stars, the stars of the um, pirate crew of Kaido, so the Animal Kingdom pirate crew. Then we have Brachio Bomber, very nice. Also, triggers effect on those cards. You can see the triggers are those line here that start with yellow. Um, very nice card. When you get it from your life, it really helps a ton during the match. You can basically turn the result of a match. Then we have Bolo Breath, or Blast Breath. I don't know how they actually spelled it here. They say Bolo Breath. Very cool card too. Very intense moment in the anime. And of course, stage cards Onigashima. That's the card that you want when you play this deck. That is the card you want a mule for when you start a game with this deck. Very important card. And then, of course, the down deck. And let's wrap this up with the last pack. The second half of the Kaido deck. Starting with King, the other SR of the deck. I'm sorry for the focus, guys, but yeah, you can see it's really nice for the art too is cool. King is a cool character. I mean, I don't really like every character, but some I think they nailed. Oda really nailed the design. King is one of them. He's really cool. You got obviously two of those. So another thing that needs to be mentioned is if you want 4 copies of those cards, you're gonna have to either buy them separately or buy a second starter deck if you really want them all. So yeah, if it's a card that comes in 2 ofs in the deck, you're gonna need to buy the rest if you're aiming to have a playset. So next character we have Ulti, 4 copies of her. Then we have Sasaki, kind of a cool card too. Sheep's Head, which yeah, I find this character to be more on the funny side, especially with his name and his attacks. Then we have Jin Rummy, which I really don't know where her name comes from, Jin Rummy. If anybody knows, then let me know in the comments. Then we have Black Maria, Sanji's favorite, I guess. Then 4 copies of Page 1, but in his human form. And then we have, to wrap this up, 4 copies of X Drake. So here you go, guys, the 4 starter deck for the One Piece card game. Like I said, more will come soon, but yeah, those are the 4 starter for the first four. So yeah, just know that I did order this from Japan, but it wasn't like very inexpensive. So yeah, if you wish to start the game, I suggest you wait a bit. Don't be like me. Don't overspend money on this. Um, but hey, let me know in the comment below. Do you plan to start the game? Do you wish to play the game? Which deck are you the most interested in? Uh, let me know in the comment below. And if you like this video, please like, comment, and subscribe. Maybe share it with friends if you want to hype them for the game and kind of play with them. And yeah, thanks for watching and have a nice one.